Hey! We're here! Hopefully it's working. Is it working? I don't know. Everything's strange. All sorts of things have happened. All sorts of things have happened. Yes. The first of the Christmas live streams. The first of the Christmas live streams. So we've got a lovely tacky... Let's just shut that up a minute because that is so noisy. Oh! I got the volume on the radio. Yes. So the most tacky decorations I could find are here again. We got a new one, look. We got a new snowman, look. We've also got some elves on the shelves behind me. Where is it? You can just about see them up there. I need to change the camera really so you can see the. That's better. They can see our little animals up on the shelf. Look. Oh dear, you've got to have the tacky gear, haven't you? Sound should be back on. There's issues. We've got issues, people. Yeah, the sound is there, but unfortunately when I switch between cameras it seems to be knocking the sound off. Basically I knocked my Thunderbolt enclosure, this one here. This is what does all the streaming. Thunderbolt 3 enclosure, so it's got a capture card in it with HDMI in and out. It also runs the internet as well and lots of other things, and it fell off the table yesterday and is now broken. I've had it under the microscope today and I can't see anything physically wrong with it, so all I can think is that I've dislodged one of the BGA chips, and there's a lot of them in here. So that is pretty much toast. So that is 300 quid down the pan. What a start. What a start to the Christmas streams, isn't it? Where's me bobble? What a start to the Christmas streams. 300 quid's worth of Thunderbolt enclosure gone. So there's problems with the camera. The camera isn't great. For some reason the audio doesn't seem to be on all the time. If I switch to that camera, I just have to keep an eye on my audio. So yeah, you'll see the picture's a bit grainier. The frame rate is nowhere near as good as it was. You see it's like really jerky, so it's knackered. So looks like I might have to get another Thunderbolt 3 enclosure. I'm hoping the capture card isn't the problem, but there's no lights coming on it or anything. There's a little power LED inside that says it's on, but it's all sub-miniature SMD stuff. So it's not the batteries, it's just the fact that the camera, the microphone is done through the main camera here, this one, with our lovely Christmas scene. So when I switch across to other cameras, it's going to knock my audio out. So you just have to keep shouting at me. But you know, we're here, we're live, it's Christmas. You know, it is what it is. The show must go on, etc. Yeah. I mean, I'll take the back off of it later and just show you inside it. It's pretty scary. It's pretty scary. Yeah, you say that, Dids. You tell me where to start, mate. Obviously, there's no schematics or anything for it. I looked it up and it is obsolete as well now. So I can't even buy a new one of the same type. I've got to buy something different. It's a nightmare. But you know, let's not worry about that. The show has to go on. As I say, unfortunately, this camera is going to be very choppy and the audio's going through it as well. It's only on a little cam link at the moment, but you know, it is what it is. Who we got in then? Let's have a look. So we got Tim in first and Aaron. Aston's wishing me luck with the Thunderbolt thingy. Yeah, it's crazy inside. I need someone like the coder that does these consoles and that. It is that type of circuitry. It's way above my head. I've been through it and checked that there's no pins been dislodged. I've checked all the edge connectors. I've done everything that I can. Daniel, how you doing, mate? It's December the 1st, look, the first of the streams. Penzance, Joe's in. Hi, Matambly. Afternoon, Nick. Sunny. Yeah, it's fairly warm here today. I've got on the t-shirt of choice. This is a problem. Every time I change cameras, the sound goes again. Bit rate's a bit low. Yeah, I know. It's shocking, Anthony. I've killed my Thunderbolt card. There must be a way I can permanently fix this audio so as it stays on. I'm not sure how. I've got to somehow do audio mixing. It says automatically mix audio. Maybe I shouldn't do automatically mix audio. And maybe I should automatically restart with Pause after transition. I'll try those settings, see what happens. So if I change to another camera, see if my audio stops now. Yeah, it's not. It's still there. Okay, it's still there. Maybe I've cured that. I'm not sure, but yeah, maybe I've cured it. I don't know. So apologies for the hiccups, but until I get that Thunderbolt unit sorted, we're going to have pretty crappy camera and bad sound. Not good. So let me, I'm still catching up. You'll buy me another Thunderbolt, Rob. You're a good man, but I've got to see what other options there are. I mean, Carther, how you doing, mate? I've got my eye on one on eBay that's a bit cheaper. 250 quid, so a new one the same as I've got here is just under 500 quid. It's crazy money. Crazy. Right, where was I before I rudely turned my sound off? I'm just saying hello to everybody, so if you haven't heard me say hello, apologies. So say hello to Carther, who's just in. Sandra's in. Hi, Sandra. I've also redone all the Patreon and channel member credits at the end. So there was a lot of people in those credits that aren't members or patrons anymore. And there was people that are members and patrons that weren't in there. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I've got it right now. So if you're a Patreon or a channel member and your name is not in the end credits, then let me know. There's quite a few where payments expired and all sorts of weird things go on in Patreon, but you know. Bob's in. Hi, Bob. Been fixing a missing segment on the shortwave frequency of your CRF 320. Very nice bit of kit, Bob. Hopefully you sorted it, mate. Simon, we're just talking about you just now, mate. Thank you very much for that case of beer that arrived this week. Mrs. Cruncher's kept it secret and put it in the beer advent calendar, mate. So brilliant. We got 14 in there now, I think, or 15 beers. So we're nearly at our beer goal. We need another 9. So Mrs. Cruncher's gonna have to do some shopping. Just still catching up. GT Jeff, afternoon Jeff. I did send you a message, Jeff, asking you what your address was or whether your address is still the same, mate. I didn't get a reply from you. I sent it on text message. That's better. Whew. It's a bit erect, wasn't it? I sent it on text message, Jeff, just to confirm that you're still at the same address, mate, because I've got to send that R707 back to you. Oh, you've got some blood. That's nice, Brett. I'm due some. Bring chat up on my phone so I can keep an eye. The problem is the phone's muted, Auntie, because it'll keep popping up all the time. Bouncy VU. Well, there is a VU meter in the center of the screen. You'd think I would be looking at that, really, while I'm talking, wouldn't you? But, you know. Yeah. Just move slowly. You're just good, Carther. Dids, thank you very much, Dids, for the tip. Thank you very much. That'll sort me out some finger, won't it? I'll be able to finger myself right up with that. You did, Bob? Yeah, back again. I'm not sure what you mean there, Bob. Are we dipping out briefly? Brunch. Oh, no worries. Thanks, Aston. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the. No! I forgot. Someone's down there waiting, isn't he? Of course he is. Who are we missing? Ben and Sandra. Thank you very much. Oh, thanks, Jeff. No worries, mate. I didn't know. You can tell me here if your address is the same, Jeff. Then we're good. Thank you, Dids will do, and Ben and Sandra as well. That'll fill up me advent calendar. So we're missing someone, aren't we? Shall we go and say hello? Hopefully my audio's still working, and it is. Now you'll notice Penguin has got a little friend. That's Pongo. So we've got Penguin and Pongo now, look. His little friend. Penguin friend. Thanks, Ben. Our tree's up. Aaron, it went up last weekend. And Wallet's getting mega thin. And basically, they've cocked up my wages at work as well, which is really good of them, right at Christmas. So it looks like I may have to take a few days unpaid, which is a bit of a blow, but you know, what can I say? I don't want to go into that. So yeah, does he ming? Yeah, he's a Pongo. There's Pongo and Penguin, and they've got they're guarding the beer calendar. The light's not very good over there. They need their own light, really. Ought to just move this one around a little bit, Reese. Probably break something else off, I expect. Yeah. She'll put him in the box. I mean, he's got his arm around Pongo. He must really like him. So we got number one, which is up the top. If I try not to kick the Penguin Pongo, I'm sure, hopefully we got something in here. Yes, we have. Oh, look, Penguin, Father Christmas. Look, he's real. Yes, we got some Christmas ale. Excellent. Bye bye, Pongo Penguin. See you tomorrow. Be good. Right, let's move some stuff back around here so we can get some beer underway. I've cleared the bench off, but I seem to have lost space for some reason. Right. As I say, apologies for the camera in advance, but I will try and get it sorted as soon as. And hopefully my audio still works. Yes, it does. So it looks like our first beer of the season is a Christmas one. Christmas ale. Maximum flavour, craft brewed. 3.8%, not a strong one. Castle Eden Christmas Chestnut Ale. Where's that made then? Seaham? Spectrum Business Park Seaham. Seaham. SR7. I don't know where the hell that is. Castle Eden. So it's a classic seasonal winter ale. I do like a winter ale. So let's get it in. Let's get it down my neck and see what happens. I think this is one of the ones that Mrs. Cruncher's put in. I don't think this is one of the ones that Simon sent over. It's nice to have a Christmas beer out on day one, isn't it? Yoddy Toddy, how you doing, mate? County Durham is Seaham. It's S-E-A-H-A-M. Is that County Durham? I really don't know. See if I can get the label in shot. Let's say it's a bit choppy, unfortunately. Seaham, Seaham. It's Beamish Museum Way On. Just good friends. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the box after dark, David. County Durham. Non-alcoholic Guinness. That's very good stuff, Aaron. I was on that last night. My Thunderbolt, I'll show you in a minute, Rob. It's no longer available. They don't make it anymore. Oh, actually, that's very nice. That's got like it's like a caramelly taste to it. A slightly nutty hop flavour. Chestnut flavour, so that's probably what I can taste. Yeah, very nice. That's the big man himself, look. Ben was brought up out there. Picture looks a bit like me. Thanks, Ben. It's by Durham and Peterlee and Hartlepool. On the east coast near Sunderland, okay. Almost identical. My beard ain't that big. So this is the pour enclosure. Thunderbolt 3. Sounds like Thunderbirds, doesn't it? And it is, I don't know if you can see that. No. I'll have to zoom you in a little bit. Made in California. It's an Akitio Node Light. Now they don't make the Node Light anymore. They do make a Node. But it's a Node Pro, which is crazy money. It has, Aaron, yeah. So in the back, we've got, if I zoom you down a bit. So my camera comes in on the HDMI port in here. This is a Blackmagic capture card, and it comes in there with HDMI. Obviously Thunderbolt is a lot faster than USB, so I've got a Thunderbolt connection, goes from this to the Thunderbolt port on my computer, and this other Thunderbolt port is used for the internet, and I believe that's a display port there. So I can run another display off of this as well. So it's a good bit of kit, but as I say, what's happening is there's no light. There should be an LED on the front. There should be a blue LED comes on when it's turned on, and it's not. So it is shot. I mean, I'll pop the case off of it in a minute and you can have a look to see what we're up against inside. I've got an emergency Abbott Reserve there as well, just in case. So say this was expensive when I bought it. Very well made bit of kit. I mean, it's solid aluminium enclosure. There's no plastic in this. And that's the inside of it. So the bit with the fan here, this is my capture card, which takes the HDMI from my Pro 4K camera up there and outputs it through Thunderbolt. So in behind you can see the power board, and there's also another board in underneath there. If I take this one out, so it's only got a single slot on it. So that's the Blackmagic capture card. You can see the refresh rate is shocking, isn't it? Look at that. Whoa, dear, oh dear. So yeah, that's an Intensity Pro 4K. Now it might be this card that's gone. Again, I've had it under the microscope. I've checked as much as I can on it. But the problem we've got is we've got all these little tiny BGA chips everywhere on it. I mean, it might just be one of those that's got one of the little balls has cracked on it, maybe. I don't know. Then we've got our I/O card down here. Again, there's BGA chips in that. That's ball grid array, so there's no pins on them. So you know, this stuff, I don't know if you can see, if I use a pointer, you can see how small these things are. I mean, if I put my finger there, this is absolutely miniature. I've reflowed some of these pins. There's a couple looked a little bit loose, but they're fine on both sides of the board. I've checked the Thunderbolt and the other connectors on the back. They're all okay. There's nothing loose there. So I really don't know what it could be. As I say, it went down with a fair old bang on the floor. But you know, it's carpeted floor with floorboards. It's not like a stone floor. But yeah, if I plug it in a minute, I'll show you what it's doing. If I plug it in, so you can see there's a little LED has come on in there. Yeah, so it's getting power to this board by the looks of it. And I have got 12 volts coming through on this connector here. But it doesn't seem to be powering this board, and there's an LED on the front here. You can see there's an LED there, and that's not lighting to say it's on. So it's either something on this board, there's either something on this board here where the power comes in, but I am getting power out into this board. I don't seem to be having a lot on any of these pins though. I'd have thought one of these pins would be a power line for the socket, but I don't seem to have any voltage on these, so I think it's something on this board here that's gone and it's not outputting back into this to power this up. So it looks like power goes from here into there, and then from here into this connector, and then down into this card. LEDs must pick up off of here somewhere. But yeah, still some dust bunnies in. I have took this outside and blown it out because it was a bit of a mess. But yeah, nothing's working. If I plug this one back in, plug it back in again, not a dicky bird, nothing at all. So it is kaput, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I haven't got the kit to repair it, or the know-how really. There's no schematic with it. Maybe someone with an infrared station might be able to reflow some of the chips and see if one of those has just cracked a ball, if you know what I mean. I don't know. So let's catch back up on the chat. Yeah, I've checked it with the microscope, Dids. I've gone over it, I've had it with the highest magnification I've got here, and I can't see anything physically wrong with it. There's no spares available for it, Rob, it's obsolete. So it's obviously saying it's got power to the board at the back because the light is on the little LED to show it's connected is on. But it's not connecting through to the LED on the front board. I don't know, Aaron. Morning, Joe. Or afternoon over here. Yeah, I've tried that, Rich. Welcome, mate. Mend it, Mark. I don't know. I think it's more suited to someone that does all this miniature work, like the coder or someone like that might be able to have a look at it. But the problem I got is if I change the enclosure, that's literally going to cost, say, let's say £350 is about the cheapest I can get one new. If I change the enclosure and it still doesn't work, it's going to be the capture card. And I don't know what one of those is, but we'll have a look. Should we have a quick look? Let's have a quick look. I'm running this stream today on Edge as well. So what did I say the makers? Let's just unplug that a minute. It was a AKITIO node light. So this looks to be the one that's replaced it, this Node Titan. So this was the original one. So yeah, basically take all these devices and input them, output them to the computer, which is what I need. But as I say, it's not available anymore. I can click on where to buy. OWC. Got any British ones there? Poland? No. Hopefully my audio's still working. Let me just check my audio's working. Yeah, it is. Okay. Resellers Poland. Basically, it's not yeah, it's no longer made. So this is the latest version of it. It's £554.92. Look, crazy, isn't it? And that's only got one Thunderbolt port as well, by the looks of it. 85 watt Thunderbolt port. Yeah, that's only got one Thunderbolt port, which isn't much cop for me. I need two. So yeah, let's just click on my eBay. Click on food that tastes sweet. Just trying to find what I found recently. Where is it? This one here. So I found this one here. Now I reckon this will do me. It's got a big graphics card with it that I don't really need, but that's that's got the two Thunderbolt ports on it and the display portlet and two slots. Hopefully my card would fit in that, I'm assuming it would. Yeah, I'm assuming my card would fit in that. I don't know, I assume it would. Yeah, so that's probably going to be my option, is to contact this chap. He's got it down at 250 quid or offer. See if he'll do it without this graphics card maybe, or whether the graphics card would be a good thing to have. I'm not sure what the GTX 1070 is, whether that one's any good or not. I've obviously got a fairly good graphics card in the laptop, but probably not as good as that. But yeah, all the other PCIe Thunderbolt expansion things are all up around 500 quid. There was someone doing one of these Titan 3s, but I don't even know if I'm on this screen, am I? Yes, I am. Okay. So yeah, yeah, I'll have to see if he fancies doing a bit of a deal, won't I? Anyway, that's my problem, innit? I got to sort something out. Mehdi, how you doing, mate? Welcome. What's going on with this? For some reason it's deleted your message, Aston. Maybe you drop one in with a caps lock in it, perhaps, I don't know. Looks like Intel CPU. Am I missing something here? Nice one, Rob. Have I missed something from Rob? All right, yeah. I can't find one, Rob. I've looked. There doesn't even seem to be any second-hand ones about. It's a fairly unique thing, I suppose. Still a good card, is it? You've gotten too much notifications if someone likes your comments, etc. So yeah, that's my headache. Christmas spoiler for the day. But you know, let's get on to the main event, shall we? Let's put that. If I put that away, I won't think about it then, will I? My own fault for balance it on the edge of the table, I suppose. But I just caught the lead, and that was it. Anyway, let's get the main event underway, which is what we're all tuned in for today, which is the handbag. The handbag. And I noticed when I did this, the zip is at an angle. Look. So if you look at the Roberts ones, they've just got a zip that goes up and over, and you struggle to get it out. But this sort of almost lets you sort of use it while it's in the bag still. So yeah, really good. I've never seen one with a bag, so thank you very much to Jeff for sending this out. So we have an RP18. Now I think Jeff has said this doesn't work, but who knows? Phil, afternoon mate, how are you? Yeah, good point, Bob. Most use USB-C enclosures instead of Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is faster than USB-C though, isn't it, Anthony? Yeah. Oh yes, Tim. So these radios are got to be one of my favourite all-time hackers. The Sovereign, the original Hacker Sovereign. They did a Sovereign 2, Sovereign 3, Super Sovereign, Sovereign 4, Sovereign 5, Cassette Sovereign. They did loads of them. But this was the original Sovereign. Well, the original one had the white face on it, the striped white face, and we did one of them not very long ago. So long wave, medium wave, and FM or VHF. Bass and treble controls, telescopic aerial, which is unique to these. So if you've got a broken aerial on one of these, you're in trouble because nothing will fit. So do not buy one of these with a broken aerial, Rob, especially. I keep telling him not to buy stuff with broken aerials, but he still does it. So yeah, make sure you've got the aerials. This one looks in very good nick actually. It's got the grill missing on the back. And it looks like it had a white grill originally. I did have a white grill knocking about somewhere that I might be able to shoehorn onto that, because this bit here looks in quite good nick, just needs a bit of colouring in. The padding's all gone, as is usual in these. The padding just goes to powder. You know, they should be foam padded, but they go. There's a couple little dinks in the grill there, but that can be pushed out probably. And we got the better handle. They did a wibbly wobbly handle. They did this nice strong one. So if we have a look inside, oh, we got the grill. Oh, hello. We got broken ferret as well. So we've got the grill. That is great news. That shows I haven't looked inside this one, isn't it? It also looks like we've got a power socket. Now, is that? That's not normal for one of these, I don't think. I don't think I've seen a power socket on one of these before. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. So someone's taped that up, so it looks like they were just using it on the power socket, maybe. Okay, so yeah, we have got some, apologies about the camera, oh dear. I've got to get something done fairly soon. Will that stay like that? Let's zoom in so you can see straight away. On this side, this is the FM IF board. You can see we've got 3 AF114s there. Where's my little pointery thing? And it does look like someone's lifted the legs on those, taken the shield wires off. All of them, or just... Yeah, let's say shield wires off on all 3 of those. So normally that is a quick fix to get it working, but I'm sure Jeff said it isn't working. I also noticed that we've got a busted ferret as well. So we need to glue that one back together. And on the other side of the radio, we've got AF117s, again with the shield wires lifted. You know, we have got other nasties in here, like Elka mode capacitors. There's another one lurking down there. We got Dallies. It's got everything going against it, this little radio, unfortunately, but let's put some power on it and see what happens, shall we? See if the magic smoke comes out anywhere. A broken ferret, yeah. Use the subscription feed. No, you wouldn't do. I've never seen one with a bag. RP18 is in my opinion the best sounding hacker of all. You know, they went overboard with the amplifier on this, and I suspect in later models they cut right back. If you see this amplifier here and you compare it to the one in the Sovereign 2, I've got something else come up on the screen now. Get off. Yeah, if you look at the amplifier down the bottom here, I mean, look at that thing. It is full to the brim with capacitors. You compare it to the later version, you know, it's got nothing like that. So yeah, still an 18-volt amp, but I don't know, I just love the sound that comes off of these. It's a different sound, it's a warmer sound. Still got a whopping great Goodman speaker smack bang in the middle. Really lovely speaker. You know, these things would have probably cost a small fortune back in the day. Got the battery labels in it still. So let's see if we can power it up with this then. So which one is it? Center pin positive. Let's just have a quick look with the multimeter. It's not short it up. Yeah, the later hackers weren't any good, Aaron, were they? Nice green on the Elka mode, yeah. They do go like that for some reason, Brett. I don't know why. Ooh. I've got a sore throat as well, which is great news, isn't it? Great news. Okay, so which one is center pin positive? Come on. No, I think it's center pin negative actually. Yeah, center pin negative. So let's swap that around. Pop it up to 18 volts. Current limiter down. Fire in the hole. Are you ready? Whoa. You sure that's the right way around, Graham? According to that, it's drawing a shed load. Unless it's, I've got the polarity wrong, but 110 milliamps according to that. Let me just try. Because usually if there's a short on it, it's in the amplifier. So let's just pop my other amp on it. You can chop and change these amps, different impedance, but it doesn't hurt as long as you don't whack the volume up full on it. So look. Two pins there. Yeah, so we've got a short on the amplifier. There's no short there now. So we've got a short on this amplifier. No hiss at all on VHF. Not a dicky bird. Or a long wave, medium wave. So we have got our work cut. So we got a short circuit on the amplifier, and we got no IF on medium wave or long wave, which is unusual. That is unusual. I wonder if we've got a headphone socket issue. Let's just try that a minute. Can I get to the headphone socket from here? Not really. Let's have a look with the signal tracer. Let's have a quick look with the signal tracer. The tracer of many signals. see if we got anything on the input. Oh, steady. I can't get in here without shorting this out, that's the problem. I have got the current limit set, so let's tune it to 100 to pull the aerial up. Nope, medium wave. Nope. Okay, we're going to have to take it out of the case. Let's not mess around with it. Now the short on the amp is going to be capacitors. I think. You just never know for sure. Oh, hang on. Yeah, someone's took the emitter off of that one as well. Yeah, I've just seen, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the emitter's hanging off of that. So whoever done the ripping and tearing has popped the emitter off, if you can see that or not, down in there. The emitter wire is off of that as well. What if we can just tack that back on a minute, just to see. Might be able to get in there before we take it all out. We're going to take it out anyway, but let's see if I can solder that back on a minute. It's difficult to get to, so apologies, you won't see this bit of it, but see if I can just put a little blob of solder on that, maybe. Just rejoin it. Okay, that's back on. Let's just try that once more then. I mean, that's the long wave, medium wave side of it, AM. Would it be that simple? I don't think so. But you never know, it might bring the AM back to life. FM's a bit more finicky. Absolutely. There's no hiss or anything in it. You can hear that. You can hear it pop, but that's about it. Oh, hang on. Yeah. I think there's issues. I don't think it's just the transistors. I think there's other issues. I have to take this hat off because it's getting a bit blimmin' hot in here. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Hello, has my chat stopped working? Again? So many pop-ups. Apologies for the adverts, Anthony, but it does bring in revenue, look, so it's all good. It's all good for me in the end. I might not have set it to conservative. I can't remember because I'm using a different browser as well. I'm trying everything. Right, let's get out of the case then. So we've got to remove the handle first. Just pushes down on little like Keo slots. We've got 4 screws to remove, these 2. One here. I better move that glass of water because that's going to be the next thing that will go wrong. I'll tip that over everything, no doubt. Let's get a little pot for the bits. It's going to be quite a good little investigation. Not enough memory to open this page. Ah, dear. It's probably because I got eBay open. And Antico, yeah. Where to buy. Hopefully it'll work now. My chat's froze. Yes, we're back. There we go. Yeah, he's brilliant, Paul, isn't he? Right, let me just catch up with the rest of the chat. You're still chatting, Brett. No worries, mate. Yeah, I've just shut down Microsoft Edge now. I've got all sorts of issues on my at the moment with the streaming. Looks like I've got to get some more memory for the computer, which we looked at the other week, didn't we? Never ending. I'm just taking the screw out the other side here. We've got 2 more screws, one down in this corner, which was loose. I expect Jeff has had a look at this one already. Have you had a look at this one, Jeff? Yeah, so like anything with these old radios, if you want one to restore and make nice again, you need to make sure you've got the aerial and it's not broken or bent, and you need to make sure you've got all the right knobs on top, because none of this stuff you can buy at all. You can't buy any of this, so you need to make sure you've got it. If you buy one without it, then you're going to be disappointed, really, unless you just want a set just to knock about with. So you're going to just prise it past these plastic stops here to get it out. This one decides it's not going to want to come out, isn't it?
They're a bit stiff. There we are. She's out. It's one thing, they are really easy to work on, these. Well, no, they're not. They're easy to service, put it that way. They're not particularly easy to work on. If you want a good sounding radio that you're not going to need to do a massive amount to, then get yourself a Sovereign 2, really. That's your best bet. A good sounding radio, not quite the same sound as these, but still a nice radio. Right, what the hell is up with this then? What is up with this? Now we've got the tape recorder output as well. I can now get at the socket for the headphones, so we can check that. See if we've got any sound there. But saying that, if we've not got anything coming off the volume pot, we're not going to have anything there. But let's have a little probe around. But ooh, that's not looking good. Yeah, these have been taken out maybe, but that one was still touching there. Yeah, that poor transistor there's had a good mullering. Looks like the legs are touching. Yeah, the legs are touching on this one at the back here. Can't even get in there to get at it. Where's my little screwdrivers? All my little screwdrivers are downstairs. Been fixing Mrs. Cruncher's car again. The never-ending saga of the Mini Coupe. Okay, that's stopped the legs touching on that one. Let's have a look at this one. What are we doing here? That one looks okay, and this one. Yeah, that one's okay now. Hang on, is that capacitor attached? Yes, it is. Okay, let's have a look at this. That leg's not quite touching, but not far off. That's cut okay. Just looking at this one. Bend that leg up out of the way. This looks okay. Not overly worried about the ferrite. It's not great, but it's fixable fairly easily by just super gluing it back together. Recap and zap. Untouched by you, Jeff. Somebody's definitely I think you spotted that someone had cut the what am I trying to say here, Graham? Someone had cut the shield wires off. Let's hook up to this speaker then. Let's get a couple leads. Very good of Jeff to send this up to us to play with. Always a challenge, isn't it? Just cracking up then, I thought I'd lost the leads. Right, so let's get this fired up on the bench, and then we should be able to have a poke around and see if we've got any signals anywhere. Check the record socket, the headphone socket, all of those good things. Don't really want that shorting out on anything, especially not each other. You don't want to kill my nice test amp. Right, let's plug it in again. Okay, let's get the signal tracer out. Homemade. Get a decent ground. So I'm in FM at the moment, so let's have a look at the nothing. Nothing. It's gone really quiet there. Not a dicky bird. So have we got a problem in the RF side of it? Who knows? Let's go over this way. Let's connect to that ground there. Nothing. We have got something on AM. We have now, and I've been poking about. Let's get one of Derek's transmitters in, shall we? Let's see. Let's get Derek's transmitter in and see if we can rustle up some tunes. I can't do it from that, can I? Sandra, you've got a new thing. I'm liking the new icon, Sandra. Well done. Hi, Gia. How are you, mate? Simap, how are you? Right, let's see if I can find something to stick up it. Actually, if I take it from this, let's turn the
Christmas decorations up. I need to find someone who's got a new car this week. I've got to find someone who's done all their Christmas shopping. Oh, actually, no, hang on. I've got to... I finished my Christmas shopping, but I'm not sending you...
Okay, right.
Treble 3, luke.knight@bbc.uk. I also need to find someone who's got a new pet this week. Anyone got a new pet? Thank you very much indeed. Get in touch, please. I need to find someone who's visited somewhere new and someone who's gone to a Christmas market this week. Again, with all of these, if I could get a picture just as proof, that would be marvellous. Thank you very much indeed.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. Let's where's my presets on this one? Classic Radio 1, Hart, Cornwall, Devon, Radio 4, there we go.
School, but he had a lovely singing voice, which made our mother dote on him. I did very well in school, which pleased our father.
Nothing unusual for any American family. Sounds like a story in the New Yorker.
You don't need to hear this. I don't require to tell it. I'm happy to leave.
Oh, you're alive to tell it. Whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right?
I wanted to.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
Well, I'll make it brief. My mother was very unhappy in this house.
So we have live.
Drove out to Bell Laboratories every day, where he was appreciated and admired. But then he was
We have live
feeling alienated.
on medium wave, so that's really for messing about with that first
69, my mother inaugurated a
transistors, sorted that, and reconnecting the thing there,
voice instruction.
the emitter.
Alice and I knew nothing. Not a clue. But after Thanksgiving, my father and mother began to argue, and we heard things that let us know some of the course.
So that's just connected up to my stereo up here.
Yep.
Environment can turn your paint to cottage cheese, so we don't want to be looking like we've got dairy on our walls. And finally, if you've got a wooden spoon that's seen better days, it might have come from your... Classic FM social media next week to see how we got on and see how you get on with one we got lined up for you. I will play the clip soon, and Stephen will give you the answer.
There's so many presets on this blooming thing, I didn't realise there were so many.
What's your hospitality, Mr. Bascom?
It's only 11:30. You haven't told me the climax. Unless you don't want me to know.
I'm not sure you should.
I sold real estate for 20 years. I sold this one twice before I bought it myself. Houses aren't that big.
This is the test amp, Joe, Daniela.
Everything, don't we?
The test
You're the
amp.
history teacher.
Yes.
So we've still got an issue with the amp, but it looks like the
Shortly before.
looks like the AM strip is working, although it is very quiet. You know, there's no hiss on it. If I disconnect the thing and we turn it back on again, there's very little hiss. Now that's pretty high volume. I've got that up. See if it works on long wave. If I turn it around a little bit without shorting anything out, is that possible? Might be able to get radio 4 if we're lucky. No, it needs to be. Let's turn it off a minute. I'll juggle it. It needs to be round that way for radio 4, really. See if we can get an actual radio station on it then. Now, radio 4 is. I can't even see the front of the radio here. Where are we? That's going to be right over here.
I was admitted mid-year.
It's a bit off frequency as well.
New Hampshire. A local donor was found. I was made a ward of my debate club sponsor and lived with her family.
I mean, all the lights and everything in here is interfering with this, but...
Does it seem beneficial?
So it's working on AM, but it's not on FM. So what we need to do is see if we can find my FM transmitter, don't we? Now, I'm trying to think what the hell I did with that. I'm trying to think what I did with that. I seem to recall it being just down here recently, but did I put it somewhere safe? I probably did, didn't I? Always put things somewhere safe, just so as you can't ever find them again. Yeah. Let's see if I can chuck out a big enough signal on my signal generator to pick it up. Let's connect the stabber lock up. So we need it in FM. So go 20 kilohertz, which isn't very wide, is it? FM wideband is 08 on 08. And let's go 92 megahertz. And let's go 20 to 202. I think it got to about 200 millivolts is the most it'll go. So let's have a look, see if I can pick that up on FM. So we got a 1K tone on it. What frequency is it? 92. No, absolutely dead. Let's just get the aerial out a bit. Give it half a chance. Oh. It is there. It is there, but very, very weak. See if we can trace it through a minute. How we doing? Is that cadmium powder on the tuning cap? It could well be. It's aluminium, I think. I really don't know, to be honest. Let's have a look then. So the second one is dead. So it's coming through the base, but nothing on the collector of this transistor, the second one. So let's give that a little tap. No, our whiskery friends are on that one. So we've got a duff transistor there. It's getting through the first two transistors, but then it's stopping from there. If I get you in a bit closer, I'll show you what I mean. So there's our lineup of transistors. You can't quite see the last one. So that's our we'll do 1, 2, 3. And the last one is up the top there. So that's our 4 transistors. If I touch my tracer to the first one, really loud signal. Second one, really loud. This one, nothing at all. That's this one here. Can hear it on the bass. So it's on the bass, but nothing on the collector. And obviously we've got nothing on this one because it's further down the line. So this one here is stopping it getting through here. Normally you can give them a little tap and they'll trying, but it's too far gone, that one. Ting, 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 ting. Yeah. It's only getting through these first two transistors, so it's getting through these two. It's hitting the base of this. We've got a good signal at the base of this, but nothing on the collector. And obviously, if it's not going past that one, it's not going to get to this one. So, transistor issues, which is what we expected, isn't it? So let's crack on and get them out, shall we? Should we do FM first? Because we know AM is sort of working. But I think that we're going to need to replace that one totally. So yeah, I don't know what's happened to my doozle. I think it's downstairs. Do the doozle. Oh, get off. So it looks like we're kicking off Christmas with AF117 issues. Start as we mean to go on, isn't it? Right, let's get the Abbott in me, I think. I need the Abbott inside me. Let's fire him up. Because I'm going to need help from the Abbott to sort these transistors out. So I've got this radio in for a second session tomorrow as well. I can't remember. And I meant to say thank you to Ben for the work he's done on our schedule. As everyone looked at the Christmas schedule list, I forgot to put it in the description of the video today. Very nice, that. So let's get the Abbott going in. The frame rate is shocking on this, isn't it? It should be running, I mean, we're running at 25 frames a second, but unfortunately that little 4K camera link can't really cope with the camera. That's a nice drop. Could use one of the transistors I sent you. I could do, Chris, yeah. Danish, how you doing? Salwek, welcome. I'm just catching up with the chat, so apologies if I've missed anybody. Just seen Salwek pop in. Liking the new icon, Sandra. Very good. Bizarre afternoon to you. So we're literally 200 subs away from, I believe it's 8,000, isn't it? I think so. I can't remember. I think I'm 7,800 and something on the sub count. It's different. I can't go into it because it causes issues with the computer. So what we'll do is we'll crack on with the FM side to start with. What we'll do is, because we've identified that this one is a problem, what we might do is we'll pop that one out and maybe swap it for something else and try it again. See if that brings it back to life. So I've got my Sammy the Sucker. who is unceremoniously blocked as per usual. I've had him on for too long in the background, see, and he's gone and got blocked up. So then the aircon remote controls decided to get involved. Let's put the bigger thingy up it. Because we're going to want a bit of solder sucking for this job. I know, why isn't that going in then? Maybe it's too small a nozzle for that one. Must have put a smaller nozzle in. Oh, no. It's not really clearing at all. Oh dear. Yeah. It's very blocked. It's annoying, it's blocked right. I mean, it's clear now. It's cleared it out, but right. Always the same, innit? We've always got to service the stuff before we can do any work. Let me just tip this rubbish into the bin a minute. Ooh, I thought we kept the water over then. Right down there, Pengy, Pengui, Pongo. They're buddies. So what's your favourite Christmas movie of all time then? Favourite Christmas movie? Are you one of those that thinks Die Hard is a Christmas movie? Mrs. Cruncher seemed to think that Uncle Buck was a Christmas movie. She loves that film. Love a bit of Uncle Buck, but I think there was a bit of Christmas going on in it, wasn't there? But I wouldn't call it a Christmas film as such. Home Alone, yeah. Plunger things, yeah, the plunger things work, but this saves a lot of time, and it's particularly useful for awkward jobs. Let's get another. There's me. Did have some spare foam pad thingies up here, but have they gone walkabout as well? No, they haven't. No, they are. A Wonderful Life, yeah, that's got to be up there, isn't it? Definitely. You've never seen It's a Wonderful Life? That's got to be one of the best films of all time. Yes, Danish. Yeah, I think that probably is my favourite. I do like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. If you want a comedy, that is a brilliant comedy film. Deck the Halls is pretty good as well. Elf, obviously. Gotta love a bit of Elf. It's compulsory to have all of these films on in the Cruncher household. No, where's that blimmin' spring gone, Graham? It was there a second ago. There it is. Me and Springs are not getting on very well recently, are we? So quick service on the desoldering tool and we are hopefully back in action. Just got to try and reinsert this monstrosity. Without burning my face off. Back in business. Marx Brothers and Will Hay. Never heard of that one, Multi. The Shop Around the Corner. Not heard of that one, Dave. A Christmas Story, Chris? Danish is a National Lampoon's fan. It's a cracking film, isn't it? $6.8K? What's that, Anthony? Never heard of Will Hay. Right, let's see if we can get. Oh, hang on, I forgot we got the ceremonial shield on the back of this one. That's my little tin. Look at Hacker with the old RF shielding, eh? Back in the day, these were really a luxury set when they came out. Oh, I'll try and remove a brass nut with a magnet, look. Idiot. And the little tiny baby one. Scrooged. What about Miracle on, was it 42nd Street? Miracle on, was it 42nd? I always get the number mixed up. I might be right, I don't know. It's blocked already, look, I can't believe that. What are you doing, you crazy machine? First suck and we're blocked up already. Strange. Hang on. Hang on, have I got that in backwards? Yes, I have. You fool. Put the blimmin' thing on backwards, am I? So it should be that way round. I thought it went in a bit easy as well. Better, right. Where was I before I was rudely interrupted by that? Sucked up a soda like then. Right. Okay, well the ferrule's gone on the collector. Got the little pieces still in there. Right, let's chuck. Shall we stick a GT322V in? Now Chris sent me up some of those. Now where did I put them, Chris? I think I put them in the drawer. Where's my GT322Vs? Is it that one? One, 2, 5, 1, 2, 4. That's really what we want is 1, 2, 4s in there, because that is the exact equivalent. But end of the day, it's only an IF. Where's my GT3? Ah, there we are. It's the very next one. And these are the ones that Chris very kindly sent me. So I've got to remember the pinout now on these, because they've got a weird pinout, these ones. I did think I thought I drew another picture for these. Yoddy Toddy, Christmas ghost stories. The port cheese board, yeah, very nice. Right, which are these then? Are these GT322B or Vs? I've got to remember the pinout on these now, because these are a weird pinout. Now, where's my little bit of paper? Is that it? No. Perhaps it's in my notebook. Now, where is my notebook? I've tidied everything up. I'm sure I did a printout of these. I can remember holding. Ah, there we are. The Oracle. I knew I'd done one. So this is the one we want, the GT322B down the bottom. So we have got, that is the shield, collector, emitter and base. So we need the collector to be over there. Collector, shield, base and emitter. Now these have got much shorter legs. I should hopefully be able to wangle it in. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, maybe I've overcooked those legs. Don't need to be that far apart. Different sort of ferrules on these. Just gonna make sure the legs don't touch. So I've sort of bent the legs, if the camera will focus like that, so they're in a line. So collector shield, base emitter. That should be right. Now let's see if I can get it in this time. Okay, I think we're in. Let's get that one soldered up then and see if it's it'll do the job. I've lost where I am. There we are. Okay, yeah, looking good. I've had to sort of angle it a little bit to get the last leg in, but I don't know if you can see that. Let's just get you in a bit closer. There he is, our little Russian friend, now in the radio there. So shall we see if that's enough to bring the FM back to life? These are all going to need to come out and be zapped or replaced, one or the other. I'm pretty sure that the GT322V or B is okay at FM. I know we had a big discussion about this some time back now, but it was proven that they do work okay on FM. We'll have a look at that other one in a minute that I've just taken out. Let's connect back up. Test amp. So who thinks FM is going to work now? I'll thanks for the Christmas movie suggestions as well. I'm gonna look a couple of those up. I'll play the chat back. Hopefully I've got the chat replay button on. As I say, I had lots of issues with the streaming today. So let's connect a bit of wire onto the aerial for now, save putting it up and potentially damaging it. Just hook that up there somewhere. Fire in the hole.
E-Bong and Buck by Eric Stroud. Let Me Be Frank With You was adapted by Robin Brooks with
He's only got it.
sound by Joseph Harris and Alistair McGregor. It was produced by Fiona McAlpine and was an Allegro.
Rather badly. Because with a British gas fixed tariff, you're protected against future price rises. And if we release a cheaper fixed tariff...
I can never let you go. So I know you must know. Baby,
Oh yes.
What we do without you. Thank you.
Forceps. Pliers.
let's bound to see them.
Free fries to share with them, mate.
Thank you to Ashley, the delivery boy, for your message. All well here. Voldemort trying to convince you to watch his favourite film.
After the news, one of the greatest
Oh yes,
of all time.
Nailed it. Yes. First go, look, how about that? How about that? As Chris's transistor sorted it, yep, certainly did. I've just found a bit of paper, look, in the back. There you go. A Russian transistor from America sorted it. How about that? A Russian transistor from America. There we are. Brilliant stuff. So we are in business. But as I say, we're not out of the water yet because all we've done is make it work. We need to get to the root of the problem, don't we? I mean, to be fair, I could replace all of those IF transistors with GT322Vs. Probably wouldn't be a bad shape, would it? So let's have a look at this this offending article. Apologies for the frame rate, but you know. This is our AF 114, and we've got issues with it, haven't we? So let's see if it's a transistor first of all. Let's put it on the transistor tester. And let's see if it is a transistor. If it's kaput, I think it might be kaput because usually if you cut the shield it will still work, but you never know. So that's connected up. Push the button. Two diode junctions. So obviously it's not two diode junctions. I don't think that one will zap. I think if we zap that, we'll kill it anyway. It needs to be registering as a transistor really before you can zap it. We obviously got no shorts there as such, so let's just check it with the multimeter. Let's get the old faithful out now. Let's get the old FET meter out, shall we? I haven't had this one out for a while. It's nice to see a bit of needle swing in it. No, I think, was it you, Ben, that sent me a picture of your FET meter? So we need to be in ohms. Let's go ohms times 10 to start with. Battery check, we're okay. On. Touch the probes together. Ohms adjust. Where's our ohm scale out? Whoa, well, that's a bit of a dodgy pot, that one. There we go. Right, so let's just check first of all. Let's get you zoomed out a little bit. So I'm going to check first of all then that it's reading okay. So let's go from the case to the shield wire. Should be pretty much a dead short, which it is. So now from the case to the collector. So again, we've got a short there, look. That shouldn't be reading anything. And the base, a little tiny movement there, look, on the base. I expect if I put it on the 1K scale, we'll get a bigger movement, yeah. Let's just see what the zero's like on that. Well, that's not too bad. And the emitter. Yeah, okay, so we got a hell of a short between the case and the emitter. Let's go back to the times 1. Well, maybe not as bad as I thought, but we've definitely got a short there anyway. So short, not too bad to the base. But yeah, collector and emitter, we've definitely got a bad short on that. So yeah, I mean, we could try zapping it. We could try zapping it, but not much point really. Nice to see a bit of meter swing in it, eh? We don't see that very often, all these digital multimeters. Nice to see an old one. I have to dig the avos out, won't I? Anyway, cheers everybody. What should we do then? Should we do another one? Should we replace another one with a Russian? We might as well do all 4, haven't we, with it really, just to see if it'll actually work. I think if we do them one at a time and test them as we go, it is obviously working now. But I think what we'll try and aim to do then perhaps is get the FM side of it done today. And then maybe look at the AM side tomorrow. What do you think? Let's catch up with the chat a minute, see how we're doing. Dave Roberts, welcome mate. Jim Gordon, how are you doing mate? Good to see you. Yeah, it's working very well, Nick, isn't it? 2 ferrite rods and they're snapped in half. Ernest, how are you? Witchcraft. Christoph's in. You've got a load of Soviet transistors. Yeah, those work particularly well. Snow chains are legal, yeah. No, they don't, Bizarre. No, they don't at all. You used to sell the meter when you worked for Tandy, Derek, did you? They are good meters. Let's get this webcam up off the floor because we've had problems in the past with that poor webcam, as you know, and Rob very kindly replaced it for me when I ran over it with the chair. UK blizzard of 1962-63. Do it. Sounds good. How are we doing? Yeah, we got time. We got time to do these. Of course we got time. It's only 4 o'clock and we're already got a working radio. Let's do the hardest one first and work back through. So this one is next then. Let's get this one out. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, sorry you can't make it tomorrow, mate. You might catch it on your way or have a sneaky peek. Can't get hold of the thing. Gonna have to get down and dirty with it. Where's the forceps, nurse? Nope, wrong, it's this one. There she is, extracted like a dentist. Right, how are we looking here? So yeah, the person that pulled the transistors nearly at it. It was just that one that was dodgy that was preventing the radio working. Just pulled the old shield wire out. Base and the emitter have still got a bit of muck in them. Can I get down there without burning anything, I wonder? Oh, shaky, shaky. God, that base will not clear. Got it, I think. Now this is the hardest one of all to get in. So let's go again with another one of Chris's transistors. He's going to want this radio now. More listening than watching. Don't worry, Bob. You crack on, mate. Let us know how you get on. VP, how you doing? Valdir, I think, isn't it? Sleep apnea. You're working 2 days this week. You mean you're only working 2 days? So let's have a look again. So we need collector, shield, base emitter. So collector, shield, base emitter, like that. Now this is particularly difficult to get in. This is a real pain in the backside, to be honest. In fact, it's nigh on impossible. So I'm going to need to probably just loosen this or remove this. But then I haven't got my screwdrivers, have I? Well, this is one of my advent calendar from previous years. I don't know if the screwdriver is going to be small enough in this one, though. I do use this screwdriver quite a bit, actually. It's really useful. The only thing is the bit holders in it are pretty rubbish, but I do use that quite a lot, that screwdriver. It's very, very well made, apart from the bit holders. Right, let's go and get my screwdriver a minute, which is just down on the stairs. Ooh, in what I call the en route section, much to Mrs. Cruncher's dismay. So anything that's due to come upstairs goes on the stairs en route. I think my screwdrivers were there. I found one. I don't know what I've done with the other one then. Where is it? Ah, there it is. There it is. Right, Penguin, still down there flashing away. Can't wait till tomorrow, can he? Pliers. Where's my pliers? There's a nut in behind this, so just to make it even more difficult to get on and off. And a washer. Got a bit of a sore throat coming on, you know. Not ideal. So I've got next week off. I have got darts 3 nights next week though, so some of the streams are going to be earlier than I'd probably like. But, you know. Right, that's going to make that a lot easier to get in now. I can actually get my hand in there now, I think. Well, not really, but at least I can get the forceps in there easier. And I can see what I'm doing. If I had the legs lined up correctly, that is. Try that again. Oh, hello, steady, steady. Right, make sure I've got this the right way around. So connector shows that way around. These are much more difficult to put on because the legs are a lot shorter than the AF117s. But I think that has got him. Fingers crossed it's in the right way, but as I say, it's probably pretty important to check that you're, because we're using different transistors, it's very easy to get the pinouts wrong, so it's best to check it after you've installed each one. I'm not really one for checking as I go. I usually just fire them on in and worry about it afterwards, but it's good practice to test as you go, really. So I just put a bit of flux on that because it is a bit, the legs aren't brand new on these, they're new old stock. So I do dwell on them a fair bit just to make sure that the solder goes right the way through. Another reason for putting a bit of flux on there, just to make sure it flows down through the ferrule. Not the ferret, the ferrule. Right, let's have a look at that. Looking good. Right, let's see if it still works. I've now got a hanging ferrite, hanging ferret, hanger, got a hanger. It's not going to hurt really. It takes a bit of time to do this in between each go. I could just whack them all out and change them and be done with it, but let's do it properly, shall we? Just for a change, we'll do it properly. I don't normally, do I? I just crack on and get them done. Yeah, we're just not prepared for it at all. It's we're not used to driving in it. Everybody slides off the road and crashes into each other. We're just not geared up for it at all, really. We just don't know what we're doing, do we, when it comes to snow? You know, I'm the first to admit I'm not the greatest driving in snow. I'm lucky enough to have a four-wheel drive. It's not really a four-wheel, it's one of these electronic four-wheel drives. Haldex, is it, or Halodex system that kicks in as you go. If it detects that you've lost traction on one wheel, it'll just put power. Sounds like we're still working, but where's my clip lead gone? There.
I mean, I had to be a little careful.
It sounds amazing.
You know,
these sound so good, these radios.
Interview some staff and some parents.
There's no FM hiss, as Nick said.
I found out back in about June, I think it was, that I'd won the Silver Award, and there were sort of 4 of us that have won the Silver Award. And then, yeah,
Oh, hope I don't lose you.
grateful for? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what do I hold true to me, and or you know, what do I value? Is that kind of thing? Is
Well, I can definitely say we are still working very nicely indeed. It doesn't sound like, it sounds like the IF's coming up better each time we do it. So let's have another look at the transistor that came, well, not another look, let's have a look at the transistor that came out. It was that one, wasn't it? I think that was the one we've already done. Yeah, I think this is the next one. So this should be a transistor, if I can find my tester. This should be a transistor. Bicycles don't work. Windsurfing on lakes. Now this one should be a transistor because this one was working. So let's have a look. Which it is. Good HFE on it. HFE's 134. They have got good gain, probably better gain than our Russian friends. Let's get the old micronter back down again. Let's see what the scores on the doors are for shorty shorts then. I'll just put it on the 1000K scale. Let's just zero that properly this time. Need to get us a pot and spray that pot really. Okay, so let's check the meters. Okay, let's go from the case of the transistor to the shield wire. That should be a dead short. Oh. Which it is. So now let's go to the collector. Again, should be no movement, which there isn't. Oops, there's no short to the collector. That is good to go. Oh, hang on. Tell a lie. Collector's a dead short. Whoa, look at that. Base, not quite as bad, but pretty good. An emitter, well, not a lot on the emitter to be fair, but yeah, that collector shield is a dead short. There, look, that is a dead short. So yeah, that one is that one's zappable to be used again. Yeah, good to see a bit of meter swing in it, a bit of needle swing. Right, let's get the next one out. Let's get this one here out next. Which is, does it say which one it is on the board? No, it doesn't really, does it? Strange that they've listed everything apart from the transistors. How strange. Right. Let's get them out. It's got to be in there, isn't it? Yep. Let's pull them the other way. Cool, this one don't want to come out. Yes, that one's caught again, is he? I think that one's out. Just this one holding it in, I think. Now it'll be that one. You've got to make sure the solder's cleared out the holes on these, otherwise the new ones will not go in. So it's cleared from the bottom, but not from the top. Toasted germanium. Yeah. Okay, so we've still got our shield wire in there. There she blows. Let's get another one of our Russians in, ready to go. Let's prep him up. And these were sent over to me by Chris, so thank you for these, Chris. So, collector shield. Base emitter, I think, isn't it? Collector shield base emitter. Make sure I've got my pinouts right. So the collector's a bit further over on this one. So is the emitter, so this one's going to be a bit of a stretch. I don't suppose they had any board layout software back in these days. Actually, why am I messing with that? I need tweezers for this job. This is a real stretch for the legs on these. So probably going to need to solder these from the top as well. I've got all of them in bar one, the collector, which is really... I thought I had it then. Really playing hard to get. Got you. Now the emitter's popped out. Yeah, this one is a real stretch, this one. It's going to be a job to get him in, actually. She's literally going to get it right in the very end, I think. Right, let's solder that one up quick before it decides to jump back out again. Plenty of flux. Right, let's have a look to see if that's flowed through. Yes, it has. Nice. So that, like there, is very close to that one. Let's make sure they're not touching. That's good. Bro, right, another one in. Let's try it again. Let's get in for another test. Rolf, how you doing, mate? Graham knits a radio, yeah. Catch you in a minute. It's getting Q-stock. Right, fingers crossed we're still working. Well, the signals are definitely stronger because I've got virtually no volume now, and it's
on your sundress. I'm aware that I'm the problem. Oh, tell me what is that over? You want to get down? Come here. I've got to keep on moving.
oh yes, sounding amazing. Sounding amazing. One to go. One to go. Right, last one. We'll get the caps done while we're in here as well. We can put the RF shield back on. He says desoldering a cap before it's time. That one came out a bit easier. That was very quick. You couldn't wait to get out of here, that one. We didn't check that transistor either, did we? We've got to check 2 now then. Let's see what sort of shorts they had. Well, that's cleared out nice as well. Hell, that went a bit too easy, didn't it? So let's get the legs bent again. So we got shield collector, base emitter. This one's a bit closer together, luckily. So you can't really see what I'm doing there, can you? Should have my extractor on really, but it's in behind all the Christmas decorations. I would like to get a proper extractor, to be honest, not that cheap toy. Just put a little bit of solder on that one. Okay, that one went really quick, didn't it? Let's test that and then we'll have a look at those 2 transistors that I've done. That went surprisingly quick. You know. Right, fire in the hole.
Gettysburg. You might be listening to me in your brand new car as we speak. So,
it's meant to be an amazing film. Forbidden Road is from the soundtrack, and Robbie is our first new entry of the week at number 38.
No, it was Summer from Horsham Thing. Please, can you just explain what it is? Well, hopefully we've...
Sounding amazing. Right. I'm going to get the caps done shortly, but let's there's not many caps in the FM board, to be fair. Let's have a swig of the old bishops, not bishops, the abbots. Nigel, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, mate. Radio chess. Electromechanical. I've got to take some time and watch some videos, Ralph. I'm snowed under with repairs really still at the moment. Not looked at the amp yet. We could look at that tomorrow. Let's have this in. Okay, let's have a look, see at these two transistors then. Now, where are they? That's one. Which was the other one? I've got them mixed up here now. I think it was that one. Right, so this is the first one we changed. Let's get the meter out and have a look at that. See if it's a transistor first, shall we? You want it, Christy. You're not having the bag. You ain't having the bag, that's mine. In fact, really, it's so again, that's a decent transistor, 195 HFE. Very good. Let's just test the other one while we've got the machine here. .76 HFE, so that was not got quite as good a gain as the others, but then it might have excessive shorts, which would drag the gain down a bit. So let's do that one first then. Let's have a look at the let's get the meter in shot, and let's go oh no, we should still be zeroed. Well, not quite. Zero's moved a little bit. It might be just the batteries. Right, so I'm on the 1000 on the 1K scale. So let's go first of all to the collector. Nothing. Base, nothing. Emitter, nothing. Whoa, really? Oh, let's just double check that again. Let's get a better connection to the case a minute. Absolutely no shorts on that one whatsoever, look. Nothing. Let's turn it onto a higher scale. Yeah, nothing at all. Not a single short on that one. Let's get our other one in then. I think this is the, maybe the second one. Let's just make sure we've got a decent connection there. Yeah, okay, so collector, base, emitter. No shorts on that one either. Am I cracking up? Let me just check one of the other ones that had the shorts. Have I got my meter in the wrong scale? Or have I got the leads broken? No. What's going on here then? I'm not showing any shorts now. Oh. Nope. No, that's strange. It's like my meter's just died or something. Battery's okay. Just for continuity, let's try it with the digital one. And this has got dicky leads anyway. Martin, how you doing, mate? Just null that out for a minute. Let's just try those 3 again then. I can't believe that they got no shorts on them. Nope. Nope. No. Well, I swear they had shorts on them. Let's try this one again. Yeah, that one's got the shorts on it. That one's got the shorts for sure. So we're saying that 3 of these transistors didn't have shorts. That one's definitely got 6K on the emitter. Ohms on the collector, so yeah, that's definitely got shorts. That one's dead, but yeah, strangely enough, the other ones are good to go. What do you know? It literally was just that one transistor that killed FM dead. Look, my chair keeps dropping down. I'm getting lower and lower. Yeah, I should be careful touching this white stuff, really. I didn't realise it was coated with something nasty. Right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 caps to do in here. So they're marked on the board, apart from that one and that one. Let's just mark the negatives on these then. Dropped my pen on the floor earlier. Just going to mark that on the board with a Sharpie. So that's the negative. That's the negative. That's the negative. And that one's marked. So as per usual, we'll get the toughest one out first, which is up here. Think is there. Where's the other end of it then? Is it there? No, it can't be there. No. There it is. So I soldered about 15 things now just to get one out. Now these are weird sizes from memory. What was that? 6.4. So we're going to need 6.8s for that. We'll do a bit of capacitor bingo to finish up before I do the advent calendar. 6.42. There's 3 of these in here. I must order some more. I'll solder these in as we go. Just going to resolder all the joints that I've desoldered. I'm not going to test it in between each cap now. Yeah, I think so. Is that Gavin in? Where's Gavin? Hey, Gavin! Oh, hey, Penguin Pongo! Right, this one here. So another 6.4. No, that's a 2.5. Nearly come unstuck then, Graham, didn't you? 2.5. I'll go with a 2.2. Yeah. Let's get that one done. Two down, two to go. Let's do this one next. And the very last one is a 125. So we have to pop a 150 in there, I think. I could stick 100 in, mind you. Let's stick 100 in, shall we? Because the radio will fit in there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see what we've got. 100. Okay, we've got some 100s there. Let's just chuck 100 in. So which way round's that? That's there, so that's positive sat down, with negative going over the top and down. Okay. You haven't fallen asleep yet, have you? You know, we may be recapping for the sake of it here, but it's strange. This side of the board's got much better caps in than the other side. We got dallies and all sorts of nastiness over the other side. But this has actually got some decent caps on it. Right. Make sure that's sat right down there. So we'll test those four in a second. Let's get the shield back on this first. Get rid of some of that flux. Well, most of it anyway. All the new stuff. The old stuff is Hacker's very own flux. Let's get some hand wipes from work next week. So not forgetting the little paper bit. And that pretty much wraps up the FM board, assuming it still works. Let's put all the little nuts back on. Don't usually go to bed till 2, 3 o'clock. I used to go to bed a lot later, I must admit, but since I've been back to work, I've got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning most mornings, so I'm always in bed by about 10:30. That's usually my aim. Well, let's get these screwed up, and then we'll see what the capacitor bingo tells us. Are you all feeling lucky? Where's my other nut driver gone? There he is. Where's King Dick when you need him? King Dick as in the screwdriver brand. King Dick. They made some good tools, King Dick, back in the day. Their sockets and that were really good quality. I don't know if they're still going. It's probably made in China now, I expect. Right, that's that done. So that board is sorted. We should have FM. We'll check it in a minute. But first of all, you need to prepare for capacitor bingo. And we have 4 up for grabs today. So we've got 2 6.4s. A 125 and a 2.5 for you to contend with. Let's get my shop in order here. So I'm going to do the 125 first. So if you've not had a go at this before, the idea is that you try and guess what the capacitance of these is going to be. That's the idea behind this. It's a bit of fun, that's all. So the first one is 125. So eyes down looking. What's your guesses on 125 then? I'm going to quickly nip to the loo while you figure that out. Penguin's looking nice with these brand new batteries. It's a pretty boy. Pongo's eyeing him up. Hello, more stuff falling down. Gonna wipe this cadmium stuff, whatever you said it was, off my hands as well. Right, I'll be back. Right, have you all had a guess? Have you all had a guess? 125 microfarads. Higher or lower? Let's have a look how we're doing here. Cajunat, how you doing, Steve? Mac Vision's in. Welcome, Mac Vision. Where are you? There he is. How about making a Christmas Day giveaway? How about making it a Christmas Day giveaway and you'll pay postage and packing anywhere except Antarctica, or if Santa is your neighbour? Signed off, Poe, Alaska. A Christmas Day giveaway, what, the RP18? Chris don't want the bag. Afternoon, Gavin, as well. I think I did say afternoon. Right, I'm just catching up. Mac Vision. Let's get my beer and my last little drop. I ain't got a lot left. That's all I've got now. Right, so we've got some guesses coming in. We've got some guesses coming. We've got quite a few guesses coming in. Let's do it then. Oh Christ, is that 186? That's gone high. 186.6. Who's that then? Who got that one? So 131, 146, 166, Brett. 163, 136, it's got to be Brett. I think it's Brett. Come on down, Brett. I think you've done it. I think he's cracked it. David? David had 163. I think Brett had 166. Yes, it's Brett. It is Brett. Evening H. Neil from Poland. Welcome. Well, there you are. That one is a bit out. Probably not a showstopper, obviously, because it worked fine. Next up, we've got 6.4s then, so we'll do both of these. I take it it's 6.4. That one looks like a 64. They wouldn't have done that to me, would they? Put a 64 and a 6.4 in? That's difficult to tell. Oh, it's 2.5, you fool. I was going to say, yeah, 6.4s. Right, okay. 6.4s. Cracking up, Graham. My Mrs. Cruncher's got me a lovely little tree up the top as well. If you can see my tree up, you can't. Have a look up there, look. I went up on top me cabinet. Oh, hell. Where are we? Mrs. Cruncher's got me a little tree up the top there, look. Look at that. She's really done me proud again, hasn't she? Sorry about that with the camera. I know it's the frame rate's not great on it, but you know. Okay, 6.4s. Are you on it? Are you on the 6.4s? Yay. Capacitor bingo, yeah, H Neil. We're all thinking it's going to be closer on. 30, Aaron. Aaron thinks it's going to be off the charts. 9.5 for Rich. 9.6 for Derek. We've got 8s, 8.8s. Whoa, it could be, couldn't it? You never know. I'm going to test them both, so you could win twice. Yeah, we had two 7.2s. Try again, Bazaar. You've only won it once, Aaron. You never know. You've got to be in it to win it. Are we all done? 7.333333 recurring, Bazaar. Here we go then. Oh, that's high ESR, 7.9. 7.9, we've got a 7.4, 7.7, Brett. Brett's not done the double, has he? Oh, hang on, 8 is closer than 7.7, so Anthony with 8, I believe. It's 0.1 away. Unless anyone's hit it with a 7.9. Have we got any 7.9s? I don't think we have. I think that is Anthony with 8. Very close, but high ESR on that, 3.6. Be interesting to see what this makes it sound like. Let's try the other one. Who's got this one? I'll leave the same results up. Well, hang on, let's just connect that a bit better. Again, fairly high ESR, but not quite as bad. 6.26. We've got a 6.15 with Ben. I think that's Ben. So it's Anthony and Ben, look. Okay. Anthony and Ben. So the last one then, 2.5 microfarads. Oh, whoa. I didn't realise that was still on. So 2.5 microfarads then. Microfarads. 2.5 microfarads. Well done, Ben. Picking up an Avo CT160 next year. Is that a Volve tester? So 2.5 now. Is anyone going to get the double? Ben thinks faulty. Ben's going for faulty. Does he know? Has he got insider info? I think I managed to disconnect that just before it actually read anything. We've got some going now. Hopefully you've all stuck the thumbs up for this video, and if you're not subscribed, then hit the subscribe button and then you can take part in the chat with us. Plus it helps me with my YouTube channel, because you know, one day I could retire and just do YouTube. How good would that be? How good would that be? You could have me on here all the time, couldn't you? I could be throwing out videos left, right and centre. You just wouldn't know where you were. Be so many videos. I can't see it, to be fair. We're not really a very big section of YouTube, are we? Like electronics hobbyists, electronics repairs. We got some bigger channels out there, but we haven't got anyone in the millions, have we? Or the, well, I'm not sure. Who is the biggest electronics channel out there? Is it Dave? Dave from Australia? He used to be, didn't he? Manuel's doing pretty good. Dave Tipton's doing pretty good. So, you know, there is potential to try and make a living from it. The ad revenue's pretty rubbish, though, to be fair. It's the patrons and channel members that really help neglect the finger now. Yeah, let's give it the thumbs up, people. It's Christmas after all. How are we doing? Are we all done? Are we all done? Let's push the button then. Oh, that's got a high ESR. ESR of 7. That's almost a resistor. 7 ohms. 2.74 then. Who's that? 2.51 for Rich. 2.7 for Derek. 2.8. 2.7's closer than 2.8, isn't it? Anybody got 2.75 maybe? I think that's Derek. Big Clive is the biggest one, is he, Mac? Or Chris, I think it is, isn't it? Not Mac. Stesfix. I think that was how to be a YouTuber. I think that is. Who did I say? Was it Derek? Yeah, Derek with 2.7, wasn't it? So there we go. That concludes our capacitor bingo for the day. So what I want to do now is get this connected back up and have a listen to see if that's made any difference. I mean, those capacitors were sort of scattered throughout the radio, so some would have been in the, certainly C72 is right on the output of the IF, so that would make a difference. So we should have better reception. Let's connect her back up again then. So thank you for taking part in the capacitor bingo. Another session will be coming soon. Now I might push us on a little bit with this radio tomorrow and see if we can't get it finished electronically tomorrow. We haven't got a lot to do. We've got to do the amplifier. So I don't know whether to do the amplifier off camera or do the IF strip off camera. I don't know. We'll do it all on camera, but we haven't got as much time on a Monday as we would have on a Sunday, because Sunday's our usual live stream 4-hour stint. Right, let's hit it on then and see if it still works. Bearing in mind the other amplifier is better than this one, so, well, it will be. Alright, have we got both leads on? We have. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get the aerial hooked on. It's good.
I'm a national expert on child criminal exploitation.
To be fair, there was one channel there that was quite weak. It was that one. Good tune.
Services in Shropshire. The adults who are using the service were fearful. They said that.
I'll tell you what, some of those stations are tripping the current limit on. It's a cracking radio, isn't it? It's a cracker. It is a cracker. I'm not going to glue the aerial up the very last thing I do, because what we don't want to be doing is bashing it about, moving it around on the bench while the aerial's glued back together because we could crack it apart again. We don't want to be doing it multiple times, do we? So let's pull that out, and that out, that's out, that's off, that's good. There's our radio. So we've got to get the amplifier done. I might get the amplifier recapped tomorrow, I'm not sure. I'll see if I've got time during the day. I've got lots of radios I've got to pack up and get out in the post. Chris has got quite a few backed up. I've repaired both of his radios that came in for repair as well. So how we do? Where's that Rob Cross gone again? He's sodded off again, hasn't he? Every time he does it, he's gone. He does sound very good. Call of Duty. Ah. There he is. Rob's back. You're going to make a video before Christmas. Wow. It did make a difference, actually, Anthony. It brought up the IF no end, that did. Because there was one station there that was quite scratchy, but now it's absolutely perfect. So they did make a difference. And, you know, it's the same bit of like wire that I used to connect it up. So it's not, there was nothing different. Right, we have now got to do the advent calendar. So let's zoom right out because this is a beast again, as usual. We have the Wera advent calendar. Now, I deliberately didn't go mad with advent calendars this year. Rob wanted to send me one, but I declined because it was taking quite a lot of time up last year. I think we were doing 4 at one stage, weren't we? We had a radio on the go, we had a remote control, we had the Wera, and we had the beer calendar. So this year we've just got the beer calendar and the beer calendar and the Wera one. Is it Wera? Wera? I don't know how you pronounce it. So let's just get the camera set up. So it's going to be sort of around about there somewhere. So let me just unpack it because this is still in the original box. I bought this with the help of my Patreons and channel members because Mrs. Cruncher didn't buy it this year. She normally buys it, but she totally forgot this year. But we went out for a couple really nice meals instead, so I'm not complaining. But still quite an expensive thing. I believe it was £55 this year. It's the best price I could get on it, and that was through Halfords. So it looks like we've got a little stand on the back, so it'll stand up. So, first one to spot number 1, please. Eyes down, looking for number 1. Let's get rid of me. Let's zoom you out a bit. I think I've seen it already. Number 1, anybody? Nice one, Rob. Santa sack. He's got it. So Tim got the sack first. In here, what have we got then? We've got something in there. It looks like we have got the holder for all things to come. Oh, this looks very familiar, doesn't it? That's like the like my bit check set, that. So there's going to be a handle go in there, I would think. It looks like we've got some sockets to come as well. Looks like we've got an 8, a 10 and a 13 by the looks of it. Potentially some screwdriver bits. Well, there we are. The first of 24. These are good calendars, but I think they have cheapened this up a little bit this year, but we'll see. We'll see. It is good quality tools, I suppose, and they do get more expensive, don't they? More expensive to produce, etc. So there we are. The first part. I suppose that's a good place to start, isn't it? The carrier to hold it all. The green handle's rubber. It's like a rubber material, that. So it actually holds a screwdriver normally. I've got a bit check set in the other room that I bought many years ago, and that's a fantastic set, that is. Really good. There's an RP18 in the sack. Excellent. I've got lots of messages here. What messages have I got? Anthony, just joined my Patreons. Thank you very much, Anthony. And I got a PayPal from Dave Channing. Thank you very much. And Mike Cass. Oh, you're spoiling me, people, aren't you? I would like to thank my patrons, to be fair, because end of the day, they've been with me for a long time, and I've got a new Patreon. I've got a Super Sovereign, the first Super Sovereign I've ever had. So I think it's Carl Coleman. Thank you very much. My first ever Super Sovereign. So cheers, Mike. So keep your eye out on the credits. I think you'll find you're in there now, Sandra. I think you'll find you're in there. And I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope you've enjoyed that. As I say, I have put together a new Christmas slide for Patreons and channel members. So your help is always appreciated. If anyone wants to join, then hook it up. You can find me on Patreon. I think it's Radiocruncher, patreon.com/forthwath. No. There. I don't know why it does that, but you know. So if anyone wants to join Patreons, there it is. Patreon.com/Radiocruncher. And I'm not sure what's going on with the banner situation there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the banner situation there. That's a bit strange. I've got new buttons on here that the buttons aren't working, see? See, what is that? What on earth is that? I don't know what that is. I think my banner is my webcam now for some bizarre reason. Oh well. Not to worry. Anyway, cheers everybody. As I say, check out the new Patreon credits. And I'll catch you all tomorrow for part 2 of the RP18 in a bag. Cheers for now, everybody. And thanks very much again for today. Bye for now. And Merry Christmas.